When the world didn't want me and made me feel small, all I am is broken inside. Some echo identity who can't find his shadow always hurts mentally. When I was about, I want to say like it was like 8, 9, or 10 years old when, like, before I started middle school, I did soccer when I was younger, and through soccer, I actually made I made a few friends, but one friend in particular is, the whole reason that I'm able to write this song. This whole story is where the inspiration for this song comes from. So I want to dive into that and tell you guys what this song really means to me, because I feel like a lot of people will look at this song and go, they probably won't know the true meaning behind it or what the song is. But if I'm being honest, this song is a struggle of faith. This song is a struggle of faith, and I know where I stand with faith, and we're going to get into that here. But this song is more or less about, leaving behind something that I used to believe in. So getting into the story, a friend of mine that I met through soccer invited me to go to a thing called youth group with him. And youth group is like, I want to say it's the lighter version of church. So if you're not super into religion or you're not super into belief or anything like that, like, youth group is kind of that perfect thing that introduces you to, what you want your beliefs to be. It teaches you about stuff, and I think it's pretty important. But also, I think youth group is a great, it's a great tool. Like, I think everyone needs to go to youth group, regardless if you're religious or whether or not you believe in something. But, I don't know, it's a great social tool. It's a great, bridge between everything, because if you're just going to school and you have your hobbies at home, I don't think that's enough. I think you need more than just that. But that's what youth group is. It's kind of that excuse for you to get out of the house and go and do something with friends. But youth group for me was this perfect little thing, because I got bullied in middle school, and I feel like youth group for me was it was a way to get away from everything else and to meet some new people, meet some new friends, and that's what it was all about. And I think for me personally, youth group taught me a lot about friendships, taught me to be social, taught me about, who I like and what I like, and taught me about relationships and stuff like that. And I learned a lot from youth group. Taught me about what I want to believe in and what I should, it basically, I think youth group prepared me for life as an adult almost, in a way, but not entirely. I think youth group also changed my life and how it is now. But yeah, I think this is super important to talk about. So let's get into the kind of the whole front of this story, which is freshman year of high school. So I'd been going for a few years and stuff, but it was every Friday go to youth group and hang out with friends, and it was really fun. But the point of the story here is, in my freshman year of high school, I went to youth group one night, and we ended up playing a game called Spiderball, which we've been playing for a while, but this night was different. So we played this game called Spiderball, which, if you don't know what it is, it's like dodgeball, but more intense. Basically, the person who has the ball in their hand can only move 2 steps. They can't move any more than that. But everyone else who doesn't have the ball can move however much they want. But there was at one point during the game, I ended up trying to dodge the ball, and I ended up sliding into a corner. And just before we get into this next part, I was wearing Vans shoes, so not the greatest shoe wear to be wearing during one of these games, but I slid into a corner and ended up twisting my foot the wrong way, and I didn't know what happened in that moment, but I was just knelt down, couldn't move a muscle, and they ended up helping me back up, but I didn't find out till the next day when I went to the doctor that I had broken all 5 of my toes just from that one smooth motion. It was crazy that that even happened. But yeah, that happened, and I was out of commission for like I think 3 months. I didn't go back to high school for 3 months. Um and I also just didn't go to youth group for 3 months. And that moment was kind of a pivoting point for me. Like, it was a moment that taught me a lot. I learned, I think through this happening, I learned more about myself. I feel like it affected the rest of my life going forward. It still affects me today as an adult because my foot still hurts from, like, you know, just if I were to go on runs, it would hurt. If I were to put on, like, if shoes are on wrong, it hurts. But yeah, it's affected my life in a big way, and I think it was kind of a wake up call for like what I truly believe in. Because, like, I think, youth group, I listened to, like, Bible verses and sung some songs, but, like, I didn't really consider how religious I was or what I believed in until after that had happened. And then I think I took some time after that to, like, really consider what I wanted from life and what I really like, what I thought was right and what I thought was wrong. And this whole song kind of talks about it, but, like, I think I've, like, if I can't see it, right, if I can't see a thing standing in front of me, then I don't believe in it. And I think that's what led me to becoming like an atheist and not believing in all the whole all the Bible stuff and whatnot. And I don't know, I think me breaking all 5 of my toes is also a sign, because one, doing it in a church is crazy, but, like, it was a big wake up call for me, and it was a sign that, yeah, I need to move on from things and that sort of stuff. And I think I didn't even stay, because once you're 18, you have to stop going to youth group. I think I still went here and there, but I didn't, like, fully go to church or anything. I think, like, I might have stopped going around my senior year or something, or around my junior year, but I did stop going at one point, and I think that was kind of the wake up call for me that I needed. I think it was I think it was fated to happen in a way, but I don't know. And I think this song is kind of a huge like, I wouldn't have written the song if I hadn't experienced all that. So knowing where I stand is kind of a huge deal, and yeah, it's had a big impact on my life, and I thought I'd talk about it. But yeah, that's what Righteous is kind of all about. It's all about my struggle with faith and accepting what things are, and where I am now. But yeah, that's Righteous. So if you want to listen,